was ready to depart. He was still in his room getting ready for his wedding. It was the big day for Jungkook and his family. John mentioned was filled with happiness and laughter. "Where is your son? It's getting late," Mehak said, looking at Jungkook, who was also waiting for him. "Mom, Yoongi is with him. He is getting ready. Give him some time. It was a big day for him." Namjoon said, coming closer to his mom, "I know, but it's just that I'm nervous. It was a big day for my son. I'm so happy," Mehak said excitedly. John smiled, looking at his wife, who was so happy. Actually, his whole family was so happy. He was just praying for their happiness to last forever. Mehak turned on voice of Yoongi. All eye were straight to him. "Mom, is it necessary to wait?" Jungkook said, irritated, touching what he was wearing. All laughed, looking at him. He turned to see his siblings, who were laughing. He glared at them and then turned to his mother. John said, while again fixed the Bluetooth in his ear, which made the whole family shocked. "Jungkook, are you mad? What this Bluetooth are doing here?" "Hello, Jihu. Check that codes and message me," Jungkook said as his Bluetooth were connected to his mobile. "Okay, I'll be wait," Jungkook said and looked at his mother, who was glaring at him. "Mom, sorry. I have to apply that tender tonight. So I just sent Jihu to office to bring some files and he was saying but Mehak cut him off. And John, Jungkook, are you mad? It's your wedding or you still doing your meetings and tenders? I can't believe this," Mehak said, and before he could say something else, Mehak put the Bluetooth out of his ear and took his mobile out from his pocket. "Mom, what are you doing?" Jungkook protested, but Mehak handed over that mobile and Bluetooth to Yoongi. "If I saw him again talking on mobile in these 2 days, then you'll be one who would have to answer me," Mehak warned Yoongi. As well he nodded. Jungkook made a face while Namjoon and Jungkook just laughed looking at him. He glared at them, but today there was no going to stop him. "Cook, for today, at least you just come out of your files and business. Feel your wedding. Our brother-in-law is waiting. Let's go," Namjoon said and looked at Jungkook, which made him smile. "People, we should go now." Jimin came downstairs after taking so much time to get ready, and then now getting impatient to go. "By the way, you're late," Yoongi said, and Jimin poked his tongue out to make him laugh. "But my mobile, Mom." Jungkook again looked at his mobile Yoongi was holding. "Hell with your mobile. Let's go," Jimin said and held his arm and took him out of the house to the porch. "Dude, in this moment, you should think about the boy you're going to marry, not about the mobile. At least feel something. You must be getting ready as your bride." His eyes would be filled with so much dreams. The nervousness, fear, shyness, everything he must be feeling. Think about him, and for today, forget that workaholic Jungkook who just want his file around him. Because you would have someone else around you, closer to you. Yoongi whispered in his ear, and Jungkook looked away, but his heart beating fast. The thought of his mind is being different. His heart was running fast as he think about the coming time. He looked at Yoongi, who gave him a smile. They all took a breath of relief and said their car. Yoongi said for Jungkook, and car drove out of the house. As the car came out of the house, a huge crowd of media ran toward them. "Jungkook, how are you feeling?" Yoongi asked, look at Jungkook, who was lost in something. "Huh? Nothing," he answered nervously. "Nervous? Nervous?" Yoongi asked, and I turned to him. "Nervous? I was freaking out. I never felt this before. My stupid heart was going on in my control. I was never like this." I mean, I never been scared or nervous or anything, but this was something make me nervous. I don't know why my heart was beating as hell. For the first time, I want this journey of few steps to end. I want to reach there as soon as it could be possible. A bit, I answered, and again looked out of the car. It was 8 of the night, and they were all dark. I can see, but the light, which was making city alive and brightened. Let's go, Yoongi said, smiling, and I came out of the car. After a few seconds, we stepped into the hall, but we were stopped by our in-laws. They welcomed us by hugging us, and then I walked in. Cook, I am going to see your bride. I'm getting impatient. Jimin said and ran toward the stage with you. Not more than me, I thought, and smiled on my own thinking. Really, I was so impatient to see him. Time was not passing, and I was just sitting there waiting for the ceremony. I saw my family, my parents, cousins, friends, everyone was so happy. Their smiles they were happy for me. And I just smiled. Look at everyone. The priest is here, Yoongi whispered in my ear, making me restless and nervous. I looked at myself. I was fully ready as a bride, his bride. I was standing as a bride only to him, all that preparations, beauty, makeup, only for him. I looked at my dress. I was so lost in looking at me. Brother-in-law, I started on the voice and turned to see Jimin and you, with Rose, were standing at the door. They just ran to me, and Jimin hugged me tightly, which made me smile. You're looking so beautiful. My cook will faint. Jimin said and looked at me from head to toe, and they were his words, but my heart ran faster. I know today I'm going to see him. We'll be seen face to face, and that's what made me nervous. Sit. Ceremony is after a few times. Jimin made me sit, and all rushed out. My hands were shivering as the thought of being closer to him was coming in my mind. I hadn't seen him. I don't know anything about except his name, but I could feel him. Maybe he was also nervous as I am. I don't know how would be our first meeting, but I was hoping it'd just be some special. My heart beat faster, and I felt myself shivering. The biggest moment of my life. Just here. Relax, Rose said, looking at me. I'm getting nervous. My heart is running so fast. I said, look at her, who laughed, and she hated me. Both laughed as they saw my nervous expression. Love, I will see you both on your wedding days. I said and closed my eyes to take deep breaths. I held him, and then I didn't open my eyes and just keep reminding myself that everything is okay and don't be nervous, Taehyung. Taehyung. My eyes opened and I heard Mehak Auntie's voice. So pretty. She kissed my forehead and sat next to me with my mom on my left side. Tell them to come. My heart started running a marathon. I held my dress tightly and closed my eyes. I heard footsteps. And then I heard, do you come down? Except Jungkook, as your husband. The question was asked, but my voice was stuck in my thought. I slightly nodded my head. I do. My heart filled with happiness. And the place, I closed my eyes, and just 2 tears slipped from my eyes and streamed down on my cheeks. Congratulations! I heard the voice of happiness. My mom hugged me. And then Mehak aunt hugged me, brother-in-law, all crying and all. He saw my tears. I just tried to smile, and he immediately wiped my tears. Don't cry. Feel the happiness, he said and I smiled. How are you feeling about Mr. John Taehyung? Jimin asked, and my heart skipped its beat. My eyes lowered down, and my cheeks were heated up, a shy smile coming my face. God, when Cook will see his bride, Jimin again started, and I just kept looking down. Boys, we are going out. Be with Taehyung, Mom said and left from there. with Mehak auntie. I heard the voice of congratulations and look around. Didn't to know what happened. Everyone was congratulating me, and I was just smiling. It's a simple word, I do, can change your life. The feeling was so indescribable, a new word of feeling I was feeling inside me. Jungkook, I look up to see my stupid twin standing. Namjoon, congratulations, we're so happy for you, Namjoon said while hugging me. I just smiled and looked at my brother and Jeho, who was standing without saying anything. What happened? I asked, look at him. He just shook his head and then hugged me as he do always. You won't forget me, Cook, as you are married now, he said and holding me tight. Huh? What do you mean? I paused for him and looked at him. Mean, you were first busy in your business, and now you'll be with brother-in-law, so when I get time to spend with you, Cook, he said innocently. Me and Namjoon will look at each other, and then burst into a laughter. Job just narrowed his eyes at us and then turned to Bert. I hold his hand and stop him. You were always my first priority and will be. You're my kiddo. Just understand and nothing can change this. I said while looking at him. He smiled widely and hugged me again with love. Love you, but I want a promise, he said as he moved back. I think he's going to take all promises for you instead of Taehyung, Namjoon said and making him chuckle. Very funny. Okay, listen. Job said and I turned to him. Whenever you give me time or not, whenever you spend time with us or not, but please be with our brother-in-law always. Give him all your love and time and respect. I just want that because I want to see my brother-in-law happy and smiling. Job said and making me smile more. I didn't know that little kiddo is grow up. I hugged him again and patted his back. When you grow up, I asked and moved back to see him. I'm born girl, he said and I laughed looking at him. My heart was fluttered. It was going to sit with him. I was going to feel him closer. I nodded. Namjoon and Jeho walked and I saw Yoongi come to me. Sit down, bro. Your bride is going to come. My heart was beating as hell. I was waiting impatiently, waiting for him. My eyes were going around to find him coming, but he didn't show up. I turned on the voice. Come here, she said while calling me to her. I didn't understand why she was doing. I didn't get up. She waited for me, but when I didn't move, she ran to me on stage and she held my hand and pulled me with her. You, what are you doing? Why are you taking me? I asked, and she was just dragging me with her. Just come. She just kept dragging me with her. She stopped in front of the room. I saw Jimin. Rose was standing there. They were a huge grin on their faces. I didn't understand what was going on in their mind. Cook, Jimin said while holding me from my arm. Huh? Was my answer. I was not getting it. The naughty look in his eyes and slow move. And then he pushed me. I flared on my foot and saw him close at the door. Jimin, I turned on the voice. Jimin, what are you doing? I asked Jimin, who was turned off all the lights and were lighted the candles. All around in the rooms were candle stands and lighting candles. Just keep quiet, stand there like this, he said while turning me to the opposite side of the door. Keep standing like this for some time. He said and went out of the room. I just kept standing. I was getting tired. And the room door opened and someone entered. Jimin. I turned and my eyes landed on the mirror, placed a few steps far away from me. But I was not looking at the mirror, but at the person who was reflecting was visible in the mirror. My heartbeat was faster and I started analyzing him. His dressing, everything was telling me that. He he was Jungkook. My breath stuck in my chest and my foot stuck to the roots. His eyes were fixed on my reflection in mirror. He was so handsome with deep eyes. For a second I thought to blink, but then suddenly a nervousness was overwhelming and my eyes slowed down. I never expect our first meeting like this, but I was melting under his gaze. You're beautiful. I heard his voice. I straightened myself on the voice. The voice was so sweet. My eyes went to the mirror when I forget to blink. The reflection was in front of me, on mirror. His eyes were fixed on me and was so mine. I was so lost in watching him. It was beautiful. In that dark, then I saw him closing his eyes and lower down. My eyes traveled to his forehead, to his nose, to his cheeks, to his eyes, and here I stopped. The mole just under his eyes. I pulled my heart, I stood tortured, started inside me. You're beautiful. Words slipped from my tongue. I was memorized by his beauty, and his shyness was making me more beautiful. No words were exchanged between us. Just a gaze and silence was enough for both of us. They looked up and smiled from my heart spread on my lips. With a glimpse of him, I walked out of the room with a smile on my face. He was the boy I wanted in my life, and Jimin chose the right one for me.